Question is, an infinite ladder network of resistance constructed with 1 ohm and 2 ohm resistances as shown in the figure. There are the two type of the resistor only, 1 ohm and 2 ohm, and using this 2 ohm a infinite ladder network is formed. A 6-volt battery between A and B has negligible internal resistance. This implies that potential difference across the battery is E minus IR. We can draw this as this is the battery and this resistance is internal resistance. The EMF of battery is E and this is the cell or battery. Then potential difference at the terminal, output terminal of the battery is V. This V is given by E minus IR. Because R is given 0, therefore we can say V equal to E. That is the EMF appears as the potential difference across the terminal of the battery. There is no potential drop inside the battery. Now we have to show as first part that effective resistance between the terminal A and B is 2 ohm, and in second part we have to find the current which passes through the 2 ohm resistance nearest to the battery. That means this is the 2 ohm resistance which is nearest to the battery, and we have to find the current in this resistance. Equivalent network. This is the 1 ohm, this is 2 ohm resistor, and it is connected to the battery of 6 volt. Now, if we remove this part of the network from the infinite ladder, this is the one of the part, and other infinite ladder network has the similar parts having a combination of 1 ohm and 2 ohm. From this infinite ladder network, we have removed one of the part of 1 ohm and 2 ohm resistance. That means it's again itself is a, this is also a infinite network. And if its equivalent resistance is Req, this is the equivalent resistance of infinite network of resistances. That means if we check the equivalent resistance between these two terminals A and B, again we will find the R equivalent. Hence we can replace this infinite ladder by R equivalent. So now the circuit is reduced having the R equivalent resistance for infinite ladder plus one component having the 2 ohm and 1 ohm across the terminal A and B. The terminal A and B, there is a 1 ohm resistors which is in series. Then in series there is a parallel combination of the two resistors, and then it is connected to B. So we can say this 1 ohm resistor is in series with this combination, and this combination has 2 ohm and R equivalent in parallel, and the resultant of this is also R equivalent between terminal A and B. Now we write this data in the form of expression that R equivalent between A and B is equal to 1 ohm plus, and the combination of these two resistors is series in 1 ohm resistor, so we write 2 ohm in parallel with R equivalent. This is equal to 1 ohm plus this 2 ohm and 4 and R equivalent are in parallel, so we can write using the formula R equivalent for parallel combination is R1 R2 by R1 plus R2. So using this formula for parallel combination, we can write it is 2 into R equivalent by 2 plus R equivalent, and it is equal to R equivalent. Now simplifying this equation, we can say if we take LCM and this R2 R plus 2 plus R equivalent, this will be the LCM, and taking this on the left side we will get R equivalent into 2 plus R equivalent equal to 2 plus R equivalent plus 2 into R equivalent. This gives 2 R equivalent plus R equivalent square equal to 2 plus, and this R equivalent and this 2 R equivalent, this is 3 R equivalent. Hence we can write R equivalent square minus R equivalent. If we take this on left side, it will be minus 3, and early on left side already present is plus 2. So it is minus R equivalent, and minus 2 equal to 0. Using the quadratic equation, either doing the factors or writing directly formula, we will get R equivalent equal to minus B, that is minus of minus 1. Coefficient of R equivalent will be B, plus minus square root of B square, that is minus 1 square, minus 4 into A. A is the coefficient of R equivalent square. So it is 1 into C. C is the minus 2 divided by 2A, that is 2 into 1. So it will give 1 plus minus square root of minus 1 square is 1, and minus 2 into 4, that is plus 8 divided by 2. Hence it will give 1 plus minus, it is 9. 9 square root of 9 is 3 by 2. It will give, if you take plus, it will be 3 plus 1, 4. 4 by 2 is 2, and 1 minus 3, that is minus 2. So minus 2 by 2, that is equal to minus 1. Hence we can say, because resistance cannot be negative, so this value is not allowed. Only allowed value is 2 ohm. Hence we can say R equivalent equal to 2 ohm. Therefore, question 3, so therefore part 4 has solved. Now we take the part B. What is the current that passes through this 2 ohm resistor? Because 6 volt battery is connected across the network, therefore current will be drawn from the battery will be voltage of the battery divided by R equivalent. So current drawn is 6 by 2, that is equal to 3 ampere. This current battery provides 3 ampere current, and this 3 ampere current passes through this 1 ohm and reach at the terminal A dash. Suppose this is A dash and this is B dash. It reaches at A dash, and A dash, there are the two resistances. So this 3 ampere current will bifurcate. So we redraw the figure again. This is the battery, 6 volt. This is the terminal A. This is terminal B. There is a 1 ohm resistor. Then terminal A dash, suppose. There is a 2 ohm resistor. And there is a R equivalent resistor. And we have found this R equivalent resistance is 2. And here it is a B dash. Now I is 3 ampere. That means this cell or battery is providing 3 ampere current. This 3 ampere current through A reach at A dash. This is the 3 ampere current. At A dash, it will divide into the two components. As we see, there are two paths and both have 2 ohm resistances. So this current will divide equally. That means 1.5 ampere current will flow through one of the branch, that is R equivalent, and another 1.5 ampere current flow through the 2 ohm resistor. Hence, as per this figure, we can say current passing through the 2 ohm resistance nearest to the battery is 1.5 ampere. This is the answer. Next question is, if a wire is stretched to make 0.1% longer, its resistance will be. This is a very frequent asked question, and for this question we should remember the solution directly. That is, if it is stretched to 0.1% longer, then resistance will be its twice of the stretch, that is 0.1, that is equal to 0.2%. So answer will be A. Now we do this by the procedural method. For a wire, resistance is written as R equal to rho into L by A, where L is the length of wire, A is the area of cross section, and rho is the resistivity. And resistivity is material dependent. Because wire is stretched, so material is same, that means rho is same. And L and length are related with the volume of the wire, that is V equal to LA, volume equal to length into area of cross section. In stretching, we suppose that density of the wire does not change. It means we can write this expression as R equal to rho into L by, and area can be replaced by V by L. So we can write this is V by L, or we can write it is rho into L square by V. Hence, R is proportional to L square. Therefore, we use R equal to KL square. K is a proportionality constant. Now, if originally length was L, resistance was K into L square. But later, its wire is stretched and length become 0.1% longer. It means earlier length was L. Now on stretching, this length become L plus and 0.1% of L. That means L plus 0.001 L, or we can say it is 1.001 L. This is the new length. Therefore, R dash, that is the new resistance, will be K times of 1.001 L square. This is equal to K into, now we have to multiply this, solve this 1.001 square, and on solving we will get, we multiply 1.001 with 1.001. It will be 1001 and then 1001. This is the method of multiplication, and we get, this is 1 actually, 1002,001, and decimal will be after 6 places, 3 and 3 6. So it is 1.002001. So we write it is approximately 1.002. So change in resistance, that is increase in resistance, will be R dash minus R, and it is equal to K into 1.002 minus K, and it is L square. L square minus K into L square, that is equal to KL square into 0.002. This is the change in resistance or the increase in resistance. To get the percentage increase, we will write change in resistance divided by the original resistance multiplied by 100. So it will give change in resistance is KL square into 0.002 divided by original resistance, and original resistance was KL square and multiplied by 100. This KL square and KL square will cancel. On multiplying with 100, we will get 0.2%. So resistance will increase by 0.2%. And such question, for objective purpose, we can remember that if length is increased by X%, then resistance will increase by 2X%.